You helping Harley? You look good.
You are now watching the 2025 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. It is July 3rd, so tomorrow is the 4th of July. Hope everybody had a good... Oh, look. I don't know if we're going to see it. There's a fawn right in here. Yeah, there goes a little fawn. With its mother, so baby deer. But it is just before 5:30. And we are headed out for another day of moving manure. So it is not the best content. It is part of the whole picture and the puzzle we play, but we're gonna get moved over to another farm, and it's almost like it's raining. Yeah, we got some defrost issues going on here. I gotta mess with it, but yeah, a big picture of our life has always been moving manure for the last 6 or 7 years. So it works out, and we're in with great people. We have plenty of it. Hopefully next week we are running both trucks pretty aggressively, and we'll get ahead on some things. Yes, we have to spray corn and beans and get the combine ready to do triticale and maybe some wheat. So we got a lot of things coming up. We got to move some equipment around. We got to do a bunch of things. But I appreciate you guys watching along. We're going to get over there and run through the truck quick this morning, get moved to the next farm, and be in a good spot. So let's do it. These early morning views, some days they are worth it. In the long run, they're worth it financially and keeping everything going, but some days we have a hell of a good view. I don't know if we're going to see it or if it's too far over, coming over the hills back there. Gorgeous sun this morning coming up through. We got a little moment before we're really gonna see it, but yeah, hoping for some good weather and some heat all summer long. Perfect growing season is what I'm hoping for. Now that seed is in the ground, no more of this 60 and rain for weeks on end, but we're at the mercy of Mother Nature. There it is. It's behind this trees again. But Circle Y has been out here spreading some manure locally here. Oh, them boys getting right after it. There. I think that's Greg. I think. Also, Parker, your Big M's still here. Well, not your Big M, but your project Big M that you got to get running again. So that's an inside joke. Some people will get that. Got a whole lot going on. So crawler sitting on the bottom. We are in pit 1 here at King's Dairy, home of amazing ice cream. We came up here for a day since tomorrow's the 4th, but I told Harley I would bring her some ice cream home, making it worth it. They've been running to the drag line and dribble barn on grass ground. There's a lot of manure. Passing fields on the way up here. Usually up here is about, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks, if not a month ahead of us, as far as weather and condition. I passed ground that was bare. Yes, it's going to be more than likely silage corn, but it's a wild feeling to see that stuff. So I believe they're wrapping up planting here. If not, they've already wrapped up, so they had a 24 row kind of thing, 24 row and a 16 row. But yeah, we'll get after it today. So move some manure and then take a day off from manure trucking. Yeah, doing a little bit of everything. Alrighty, could be a warm one, I think. Frac tank is up here on the left. Looks like they haven't. Oh, Gavin's sitting there. He's out of manure. accident with the frac tank. It's kind of bent now. If you see the wheels in the ground. Yeah. So little Buck came over and welded it up for him, but yeah, the spindle broke right off. So when they're loaded with manure, they are extremely heavy. You can't leave them up. Just for anybody to know. Well, storm just went through. It's raining pretty good. I don't know if he's loading me still or not. I can't see him. Either way, it's raining pretty good. And we're supposed to get another storm. Yeah, this isn't that fun. Poor Jeff on the frac tank. Oh my God. It did lightning, so we might get shut down just for safety side of it, because nobody wants to get struck by lightning in a field. But it's supposed to pass, and then we're supposed to get another storm. So there's a bunch of hay down. Yeah, not so good. Well, they called it off, so we got 3 hours of hauling. 3 hours of travel, 3 hours of hauling by the time we get back. But I think we got some land all work lined up. Somebody just got a hold of us, so we'll probably run back into that. Yeah, Mother Nature. I don't think anybody really knew that the storm was going to be like that. So. Well, we will see what this weather does for us. If we're going to be able to field spread Monday, and if they're able to chop. They might not be able to chop this weekend, who knows. And that's the determined factor. If they can't chop, we'll be back up here. But just ran in, grabbed some ice cream and a cookie pizza at King Brothers Dairy there. You know, I told Harley I'd bring her ice cream. So, absolutely hands down awesome. But we'll point it back towards where the car was. We'll park up there. We'll see what comes. And we're gonna go do some equipment shuffling. See, this is the wild part right here. All of that just got planted. So they got 80 acres left of corn to go. And this stuff on the left is real nice. The stuff on the right, I don't know if they took grass off or if it was just lighter. But as they said, this rain just screwed them up. They would have been done this afternoon. Mowers were supposed to be running and it hammered out some rain, so yeah.
So I think the last time I recorded, I said I was going to go out and do some weed whacking. So far I've done in front of the barn here. We sprayed it with Roundup, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or so. And so got this weed whacked. The other day Chris and I cleaned up. There was some scrap wood and stuff laying out here. There's still some pieces, that's stuff that we wanted to keep, so we just gotta find homes for those essentially. But this is done. Started going around the fence lines, so I got this fence line over here done, and then the other side that borders the pasture that I think they're gonna go to next. So the beefers are up there. Cherry is out. I'm thinking she's maybe hanging out in the pack, but I'll walk over and show the other fence line there. So this is the other fence line that I just weed whacked. This pasture, I'm gonna put them on next. They still have quite a bit to go in the pasture that they're in. They've been in that for about a week now, I would say. So still a ways to go. They've been honestly hanging out in the bed pack quite a bit lately. It's been so hot that they've been wanting to be in the shade, so can't blame them, but it's just taking them a little longer to graze through things than it usually does. But there's some really nice lush grass coming up in here, so I'm excited for them to be able to go out on this. Dogs are out running around today. I think it's over in the corner of the field there. We did walk up and check on the sunflowers that we planted. They're starting to come up, looking pretty good. So we're pretty excited to see how those turn out. And then I had gone up yesterday or the day before and checked some of the fields out back that we planted the cornfields that Chris planted and the one that I planted, both were coming up pretty well, so definitely keep you guys updated. Also my sunflowers, they are not blooming quite yet, not really much going on with them. It's been about 40 days, I think, since I did that, and I think a lot of the packages said like 50 to 60 days to bloom, so I feel like they might be a little behind, but with the weather we've had, I suppose that could be a big influence. But yeah. And on another note, I appreciate the birthday wishes from everyone. Thank you very much. I was unfortunately out of town working on my birthday, but it was nice to be able to come home and spend some time with Chris later that week. So anyways, I appreciate everyone wishing me a happy birthday.
Come home and Harley's over here cleaning up the 650G because that is leaving us. So she's been doing a hell of a lot of stuff around the house and the farm, around the farm for us. We are gonna go on a little trip with the Kenworth in an hour or two, but figure she's gonna get it cleaned up. And yeah, she's been weed whacking fence lines and running errands. And how you doing, Cherry? Cherry's looking amazing. So the beefers are out right now. We're gonna keep some projects going, but we'll get that cleaned up, get it loaded later or tomorrow morning. And yeah. You helping Harley?
You look good.
It has never been that clean.
A little messy. You're lucky, I love you.
I'm very lucky. So I'm doing some work, and Harley offered to pressure wash, which I think she might regret.
A little bit, yeah.
But that looks amazing because we got to get it all cleaned up because it is going to its new home. We did not buy this, and a bunch of people did say, yes, you should buy that. It is a solid machine. It needs some tracks at some point, but for what the owner's going to do with it, it will be great. So, did a great job. How are you doing today? Mom got you all cleaned up? Oh, yeah. Looking good, staying cool. Well, we got to move the trailer out of the way again. We did move it the other day, and then Robert borrowed it to move some stuff around. It's starting to rain. So, we have parts coming for the sprayer. Monday and Tuesday they're coming, and then hopefully we can hammer into getting some spraying done. So pumps, nozzles, yeah, honestly, we got to put the airbags and run through a few leaks and stuff like that, but then we're probably going to send it, but we got to wait on the pumps and stuff like that. Well, the one pump. But we are going to go do some shuffling. So we got a piece of equipment we're going to move around locally for a friend, and then yeah. This thing is fun. So we're going to move some equipment around this weekend. I got to move some more equipment around. That is why Harley's washing. Well, she washed that, quite a bit of it. And she's gonna go with me, and we're gonna go over to McFadden's and pick up a piece of equipment.
Well, I guess I'm learning how to drive the Kenworth today. We're a little stuck here, it seems, so Chris is gonna push it with the Dozer. And yeah, I got her in first gear and a little gas, and hopefully get out.
We are back here picking up this unit. Let's start. Somebody actually hit me up today and was like, hey, you want to grab that and bring it over? So yeah, we got rained out. Me and Harley are gonna take it over. It's like 15 miles away, and Chris is loading it on for us. Look at that though. All the rigs. We got some gravel still on here. not actually get it loaded because it was sliding back down. So we're gonna back up to the dock. And yeah, hopefully not run into the building. Yeah, you can pull 4. So he was sliding down. We were gonna turn it around, but we figured we'd just come off the loading dock and get it all. That was a little sketchy, but the trailer is meant for this. You're good there. Getting ourselves ready here. You got it. Right? We good? See, you just gotta say not going anywhere. And we got the magnets on. How's it look? That looks good. Huh? Perfect. I take it they got the excavator moving because it's down there. So we will be back here probably tomorrow to get something else. We're just in the pickup and drop off delivery business. But we'll go take this back up. We'll get it unchained and unloaded. It's home, to its new home. Harley wanted to buy it, but I told her no. Not the day we figured of trucking. It was a short day. Oh. What? I thought that broke off, but it just untwisted itself. That's threaded into there, and thought we lost all our profits for the day. But yeah, moved a piece of equipment, put a little cash in our pocket, moved some manure. We're back here. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. We might relax a little bit. Honestly, we got to get the sprayer going, but we don't have parts for it. Combine can come out. We got to go through that and get the head all hooked up and ready to go on that. Planter's got to come off. Tank's got to come off. But overall, appreciate you guys watching along. We're going to keep the wheels rolling both on this and on the manure truck. And hopefully, we'll make it till fall. So, see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.